Before we start, I just want to speak out about a few things. First of all, this video is meant to spread awareness, serve as an apology, and clarify the whole situation between me, Liza, and Taco from 2 weeks ago. What am I about to say here will not act as a form of mockery, harassment, cyberbullying, nor endorsement on one's suffering and real-life experiences. Second, the video will focus on themes such as toxic relationships, misguidance, depression, and self-harm. If you're highly uncomfortable or sensitive with these topics, I recommend to click out the video for the sake of your mental health and well-being. And finally, for the duration of the video or after watching it, please do not go out harassing and attacking anyone I mentioned in these videos. That include people like Liza, Kirill, Clouda, Taco, her boyfriend, anyone whose name is mentioned whatsoever, no matter how their intentions are on accident or not. Before we get into what happened on April 19th, we have to rewind back to what happened on April 7th of this month, this year, 2 weeks ago. On April 7th, around 9:24 p.m. in my country, Taco sent a message saying that she's trying to harm herself. It causes a mass panic towards me, Liza, and Clouda. We tried to get her attention, but even if she was online, she wasn't responding to us. We assumed she was hacked, or she might have actually did something to herself. So it comes to a point where I eventually assume it might be her boyfriend, because prior to what happened on April 7th, she said something that her boyfriend tell her to F off and hurt herself. So when me, Liza, Clouda, made a group chat to confront Taco's boyfriend on what happened with Taco, even showing him evidence, he then said that he didn't do anything to her at all. It got into a chilling realization that Taco revealed that her boyfriend didn't do anything, threatened her, or even tell her to kill herself. Why is that so? It's because she got someone else mixed up with her own boyfriend. But what she did was clearly by accident. Not only it had shocked me, but it also shocked Clouda, Liza, and Mila. It likely had shocked both me and Liza the most. Because, out of anger, Liza pins the blame to me. She said that I lied about Taco harming herself. She said that I'm not friends with her anymore, tell me to never talk to me again. Not only she deleted the history chat with me, but also blocked me. Even though Taco knew damn well that she was the one who accidentally started it, Liza just pins the blame on me. But it was not out of malicious intent. It was only out of anger, out of frustration. It was accidental. While that is happening, Liza's go on to make a video and a post on what happened. Thus, people assume that I was the one who started it. But what Taco did was purely by accident. And because it was on Tuesday, I could not tell and explain to the fans on what actually happened. And when Taco was talking to Liza, Liza stated that it's over between me and her, aka Liza, and she needs me to learn my lesson. I didn't do anything for this to happen at all. Luckily, Liza eventually calmed down and apologized for what happened. But there was still one thing. One small issue. Right after Liza made that vent video, which she later took down after calming down, Dianne stated that I did something racist, which I later apologized, but at the time I wasn't even done yet. And Liza made a post about me being racist, which she haven't taken down yet, and people are already mad at me. It was at the time where I haven't finished the apology video for the slime rant, and then someone even go as far as saying that that tell her to pretend that I never exist. Throughout the next few days, my heart begins to ache a lot, and I was trembling and twitching on what Liza said to me, even though it was purely by accident without any malicious intent to cancel me. It has still left a huge scar on me, like a mental scar. My mind was filled with conflicting thoughts of frustration, anger, envy, and resentment. I tried to keep myself to calm down, try to find things to make me feel a little better, but it never worked at all. And by April 19th, I made that disturbing post that I still regret on doing till this day. I tried to stop myself from making it, but it didn't work because I was still upset. I was blinded by my envy, and then I posted. But just keep in mind, this post wasn't actually meant to target or harass Liza in some way. This was only meant to express my emotion. It was about my conflicting mind. I didn't want to harm her in some way. By the time Liza discovered that post, she was mentally hurt. She said that I hurt her feelings. She was actually crying, and she assumed that I was harassing her in some way, even though I didn't actually mean to harass her. Even though accident happens a lot, she questioned on why I did something to her like that, and what she did was purely by accident. I explained to her that she wasn't even calming down. Despite how guilty she was still upset that she saw me having to do to her like that. She trusted me very well, and then questioned on what kind of a friend even am I. She questioned that I made her cry because I harassed her, even though I actually didn't mean it. I was at the time still upset, still affected by what happened. Having to be likely betrayed for what I did, even though I was the one who was actually hurt by her accident. She wanted me to forget her about me, even feel like she didn't want to help me anymore, because on that post that I actually taken down already. She never liked to do any horrible or toxic actions towards her friend, unlike me. And even though I didn't want to actually harm her, I know her that she would never want to harm her friends like that. But sometimes she have to learn that some accidents caused by her own anger can destroy someone's reputation, and many people like Kirill might assume that I actually hurt her. She then explains that she also had to deal with real life problems, then questioned me that I am just trying to get rid of her. But I didn't want to get rid of her at all. I was actually upset. My mind was conflicted from her behavior. Worst of all, she was actually planning to apologize to me, but since I didn't know about it, because I was still upset on what happened, she likely had enough with me and then decide and believes the best way to do is just to permanently unfriend me and block me for good. When people saw the post on what I did to her, a lot of people assumed that I was being some kind of antagonist towards her. And Kirill, being the trusted friend Liza knew, but he didn't fully know about the full context. He shared Liza's post and said that I actually hurt Liza. I get it that Kirill trusts Liza really well, but he needs to know about the full context. He can't just go ahead and assume that I actually hurt Liza. What's even worse is that even though Liza kind of unfriended me for kind of a reason, she unfriended Clouda, who had nothing to do with the situation at all. I don't get it. Why have Liza had to unfriend Clouda like that? Painfully enough, Kirill assumed that Clouda also hurt her, but Clouda didn't do anything. It left Clouda to feel hurt and conflicted on what happened. Even when she tried to feel at least a little better, it doesn't seem to like heal. But now Clouda's at least feeling a lot better. Also, I'm going to say this, but the twisting the knife part was only made out of blind envy and confusion but it also wasn't supposed to like be targeting Kirill like that. I don't care if it's logical or not. I was still it was at the time I was upset, okay? Please don't assume that I wanted to lie about Liza trusting Kirill more than me. I know Liza would trust Kirill. With all the truth being put aside, now I truly want to say something. I'm actually very sorry for my actions on April 19th. I was really upset on what Liza did, but it feels like I just don't want to blame her. Because she's still someone who suffers a lot. She's a human being that I actually cared about when we first met. I know that she never deserved any of this. She never deserved to get like cyberbullied or anything. I understand she may be autistic, but sometimes she needs to take a bit of responsibility and need to know that there are some flaws that she needs to face. There are flaws that I'm currently facing, and that's what I'm trying to do. I am saying this to all of the Running Man fans out there. I am deeply sorry for what I did to Liza, but I'm also sorry that I couldn't tell the truth on time when she made the post on April 7th. Not only that, I am also sorry for the misunderstanding of both Taco and Liza. For Taco, she sometimes have memory-ish problems. And Liza, she may not be able to think twice, but she also can't control her emotions like me. And that is one of the things we faced in life. Sometimes, if we can't control our emotions pretty well, we might accidentally do something that can destroy our friendship apart. So I'm giving her some time to at least stay away from me and Clouda until next week on May 1st, where I'm going to talk to her. I know this message may not get the attention of many people, but even if it did, people may not be able to forgive me. But what I'm trying to do as an ex-friend of Liza, I really wanted her to at least understand the situation a little more clearly. And I'm also really sorry for what happened between the two of us. I am just a small channel trying to grow up peacefully and wanting to help others out, understand others' personal problems. I'm not someone who wanted to harass my own trusted friends like that. I just couldn't control my emotion, and neither some of us may not be able to do so. If Liza is seeing this, tell her that I'm sorry for unable to understand her pretty well, and she needs to talk with me on May 1st. Let her unblock me, and I really wanted to talk to her about something. I really need to find ways to fix her relationship between me. And once again, I am extremely sorry for all the things that happened. I know she may be still will be distrustful and might not forgive me, but I just wanted her to know about what happened, and I wanted her to at least understand, and I hope this message could reach out to anyone. And please do not go attacking anybody that I mentioned, like Taco, her boyfriend, or even Liza and Kirill, just because they couldn't understand the situation pretty well. I have already learned my lesson, and I know my actions may not undo everything, but I'm also admitting the truth on what actually started all of this and apologizing for all of this.